Hello everybody, it's Caroline at Create Your Future. Oh my god, guys, I just recorded a whole video, but I did not realize that I was on slow motion. So it started, I said three words, and then it went like like almost like underwater sound. I have a story running in my mind that I'm not good with anything electronics, and somehow I'm zapping everything. And I don't know if you've noticed, but my last two videos, for some reason, they tape normally, but when we post them on YouTube, they have this white, yellowish, it's not even a filter. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm looking at my 3D reality. I do not like it, and I'm changing my story right now. As of right now, I am a master at electronics. All right, this is how you do it, guys, right? You keep on checking your 3D reality and you switch it. Okay, so let's go back to our announcements. We have a free course that we are giving away. Please check it out in the box below. It's about recognizing your blocks, how to remove them in order to, of course, create the life that you desire. I also still have my hypnosis tracks on sale. Please do not be afraid with the word hypnosis. Remember, it's really a guided relaxation. I was going to say meditation, but no, it's a hypnosis. So guided relaxation that puts you in a state of deep, deep, deep relaxation, where you hear a ton of affirmations that go straight to your subconscious mind in order for you to manifest the life of your desire, depending on the topic of the hypnosis tracks. One is I am, about self-concept, who you are. One is about receiving an avalanche of text. So it's about having this amazing relationship with your specific person, where you have constant communication. And why do you have constant communication? It's not just a friend, it's your specific person who's deeply, madly in love with you, and you have this perfect relationship. I have one about manifesting the perfect relationship, bringing your specific person into your life. Anyways, everything is on our website. You can check it out. Also, in my last video, I said as of August 23rd, we are going to have a summer sale for my one-on-one coaching sessions. It's actually as of right now. So until the end of the summer, we're using code SUMMER23 to get you 23% off on all coaching sessions. Okay, guys, so today's video, I am responding to a subscriber comment, and this person is asking me to do a video on traveling and manifesting a fancy car. I don't like waiting. Okay, yeah, so how to manifest something, and I guess fast, and not manifesting your desire for someone else. Oh yeah, because it is true. Sometimes we do our affirmations, and then we see it happening all around. I hear several clients say, I am trying to manifest pregnancy, and now all I see around me is pregnant women, and I'm still not pregnant. So I guess this is what this subscriber is talking about. Okay, so let's talk about manifesting traveling. As always, we start with being extremely precise and clear on what it is that we want. Okay, we do not want contradicting desires, because you're gonna get contradicting manifestations and you're not gonna be satisfied. So in this case, we'll take, before we talk about the fancy car, let's talk about the traveling. Okay, so you decide that you're at a point of your life that you want to travel. You want to discover the world. Very good. So what do you need in order to do this? you need time. Maybe if you're working, you need time from work, or you need a way of working while you travel, like I'm doing. You need money, and you need maybe everybody involved in your life, whether you have children or a specific person. You need everybody to be on board. You need like pure harmony all around in order to have this manifestation. So in your mind, when you think of manifesting your travels, please don't go with a thought behind it, whether it's conscious or not, or something you may just discuss with your friends and say, yeah, but, it's always that word but, which creates a problem, because right there you're putting a block to your manifestation. So I want to travel, yeah, but I don't have time. I don't have time off work. I don't have time. I don't have enough money. I can't go because I have the kids, or I can't go because my specific person has to work and they're stuck here. So all those yeah, but, we need to not pronounce them anymore. You want to travel, whether it's alone or with circumstances around it, just know that everything is aligned and supporting the fact that you can right now travel wherever it is that you desire for the length of time you desire. This is what you need to focus on. Everything is falling into place. So you can say that. Everything fell into place. The money came, everything, the time freed up. Let's say, if you have children, the children can travel with you. A specific person, they also have the free time, they also have the means, the money, the ability to go with you. So you have to keep all of this in mind and make affirmations that put the whole package in harmony with that goal of traveling. And then you can just go, okay, for me, my first set of affirmations were, I can always easily travel wherever I want, whenever I want, for the length of time I desire. Then I would cover, I didn't really have an issue with people and time, freeing my time to go. However, there was the money part. So I would make affirmations like, I always have plenty of money to pay all my bills regarding my travelings. All my travels are paid in full and on time, because you don't want to rack up debts. You may decide that you want to be invited on all those travels. So I am always invited to go on amazing, trips. I'm always invited to travel on private jets. I'm always invited to stay in the most beautiful homes around the world. I'm always able to stay in the, wherever it is that I want to stay. If you want to stay in gorgeous 5-star resorts around the world, you always have plenty of money to stay there as long as you want. Concierge level if you want. In the most beautiful rooms with the most beautiful views. You can add all those details to your affirmations. So it's a matter of deciding what it is that you want. Other people would, prefer to backpack, to have more of an adventure side of traveling. So they know that wherever they go, they have just the most amazing adventures. It's exciting, it's interesting, but it's always also safe. It's always safe. And no matter what, you are always safe, whether you're in 5-star resorts or camping or sleeping outside on the beach, right? You are always safe. Your travels are amazing, fascinating, interesting, and abundant. Every single year, I get to travel to an exotic country or countries with my specific person. Every single year, I get to return to my favorite places and discover new places. I'm just giving you examples of affirmations that you will write on your list. And then, of course, you are going to repeat and repeat and repeat. Now, I'm going to give you another little trick that I did when I decided that I wanted to, travel to foreign countries, to new countries. I decided about 12 years ago that because basically I was traveling domestically. Our country here is huge, so there's plenty of beautiful places to discover and return to, many places that we enjoy returning to. And then I had my family overseas in a couple countries, so I would always go back and visit them. So that was really good, but I got to the point where I was like, okay, it's fun, but every year it's the same thing. I want to continue to do this. I also want to now discover new places. So I wrote down on my list of affirmations that I would repeat every single day, that I am traveling every single year to all those same places that I would always go to. And then I would say I discover new countries every year. Like I started with, okay, every single year I get to discover 3 new countries. And repeat this. That was on my list, and I would repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. Okay. That is, the affirmations that we always talk about. You are the God of your own reality. What you affirm is what you are focusing on. This is, this is what is being pushed out in your 3D reality, and this is what you get to experience. Now, also, there are some tips that I would like to share. They're just little tricks that I use, so maybe you can use them in order to manifest and get to your goal faster. And of course, you don't have to do them. It's just something that I share because I've done it and it's worked in my life. I realized that, when we talk about the self-concept, we talk about the I am affirmations. I am amazing. So in this case, I would say, I'm a traveler. I'm always going on new adventures around the world. All my adventures are exciting, blah, blah, blah. So I would say this, but there's a point where I would have to detach from the I am, the old I am. The person who was not going to all those exotic places, the person who was not able to afford to, a plane ticket or a hotel or to rent a house or, even just go with a tent and camp somewhere. So how do you can, yes, of course, you can repeat your affirmations over and over and over, and they will push out if you, do not go back and focus on your old story. That's a given. Now, I think you all grasp this concept. But we also have to look at the fact that who we are in a situation. So I am saying those things that I want, but I still see myself as the person who can never go anywhere because I cannot afford it, or I don't have free time from work. So how do you boost yourself? How do you trick your mind into believing that you are this person that can actually do all those trips? So my little trick was that I would go to local fancy hotels and, just maybe go in the lobby, and if there was like a cafe or something, I would order a coffee. And that doesn't require too much money. So I would sit there and enjoy the coffee, sometimes tea, whatever, and take in the place, take in the feel of being in that hotel. Looking at the people coming in and out with their suitcases, and putting myself in, in their energy, in their shoes. I would also sometimes, like, let's say you can't even afford to yet to go have a coffee in a fancy hotel, but you can walk through the lobby, and I would touch, like, here, the wall or the counters, and then at night when I would do my affirmations, I would remember, but I would feel through remembering in my hands the feel of the hotel, of the lobby, of the pushing the door to get in. And that would help me with my visualization. It would help me see myself as a person who would stay in those fancy places, who would stay in those hotels. And if I were staying in those hotels, because I was able to travel. Same thing with an airplane. Imagine feeling the seat, feeling being sitting in the airplane. So these are little tricks where you put yourself back in, in the, more than in the mood, but in that visual, how can I say this? It's almost like a frame, a picture frame, and you put yourself in it. And now you're not an outsider wishing, you are the person who's in it. Another thing that I would do, and I would spend hours and hours at night on my iPad, traveling the world, on the iPad. And, like, let's say, okay, I wanted to, all right, let's say I want to explore, to discover a new country, Japan. I really wanted to go to Japan. So I would spend hours and hours at night discovering Japan through my iPad, looking at where I would go, what places I wanted to visit, what train I would take to go from one city to another. Then I would look at the train schedule. And then I would even write a little chart. Okay, I could fly into this city, and then I would spend 3-5 days, and I would visit, and I would write out all, what I would visit each day. And then I would take the train, and I would write even the schedule of the train, and maybe even write sometimes the prices to get an idea. And then, say, okay, then I would arrive around this time at this new city, and that's what I would do there. And then I would think, oh, then I would be already all the way in Asia. Maybe I could take a flight, and that's not so far, and try to go visit one city in China. And I would map out that way, my trips. Then I would go on the airlines website and look at the different routes, look out the possibilities of going, from this place to that place to this country, and make like a circuit, look at the prices, compare prices between airlines, compare prices between different travel agencies, and really put myself in it, to the point where I would do this, night after night after night. And I got to the point where I was planning my trips. I was so into it that it felt like I was really doing it, like I was really going to leave. And in reality, not really, because nothing was put in place yet. So I continued affirming for the money flowing into my life from expected and unexpected avenues, and everything fell into place. And that same year that I started doing the research on the iPad, looking at the airlines, the trains, all the prices, the hotels, what I could visit, what I wanted to see, that very year. It didn't take me years to do it, that very year. So within, I think, maybe 6-7 months, I was on the plane with my children, with my best friend, and off we were for a whole month. And this, I'm just giving you like a little trick, how to put yourself in the mood, how to put yourself in that energy of getting your manifestation. You don't have to do it. You can affirm, have very good affirmations, good sentences that you repeat and you repeat and repeat, and you're gonna get there. However, I'm giving you those tips to kind of help you bring together, how can you say, your vision of your own self from not having it to having it. And it's the same for the car. All right, so my subscriber here is talking about how to manifest a fancy car. All right, so same thing. You decide the car that you want. If you don't know which one you want, you just want a fancy car apparently. So you manifest. You are clear on what it is that you want. You write a bunch of very good affirmations and you repeat them over and over like a mantra. Knowing that that's it. There's no other way. You're driving that car. It's yours. You can easily pay for it. It's actually paid in full. And you have the most perfect place to park it. And that car is always safe. And you're always safe in that car. And it's yours. And you're so happy and grateful. All these affirmations become your mantra. Like when I say mantra, it's just something that you repeat over and over throughout the day. So as a matter of fact, I just thought about it. I have an anecdote about the car. Back in 1999, that was a long time ago, I was driving a terrible car. I think I mentioned that story in one of my old videos. Anyways, it was a car that I paid, I think $1,000 cash, and it was, it was not working very well. I was always, stalling at the red light. I could never start the car again. I was always sweating. I was so anxious if that car was continue to drive or not. So it was just terrible. And I decided that I wanted to drive a beautiful brand new car. And I wanted a blue Corvette at the time. So I went to the store and I bought a little toy, a little red Corvette. I didn't like color. I wanted blue. So I bought a nail polish and I painted my little Corvette with the nail polish blue, and I put it on my desk. And every day I said, I am driving my beautiful blue Corvette. And it took me a whole year to manifest it, but a year later I had it. And it was a gift, and a gift I didn't even ask for. So there, again, the law of assumption will deliver to you in the most unusual, unimaginable ways. Don't think logically on how it's gonna come, because we don't know. I call it the universe, but the universe is putting everything into place. You declare, you affirm, you say what you want, and you just wait for it to be delivered to you. How? Who cares? It's not a problem, right? We just wait and it's here. But you stay on you stay on your affirmations in order to get your manifestation. You just don't let your mind drift and then go back to your, observing your 3D reality and dwelling on lack. All right, guys. So I hope this video helped. I intend that this video helped. Thank you so much for all your comments, and please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and I will talk to you next Sunday. Bye guys.